Hey everybody, welcome back to the Hearing Club. First of all, let me say sorry it's been so long since I did a video. I know it's been a while. There's been a lot of stuff going on. As you can see behind me, everything looks a little bit different. That's because I finally moved into a bigger, nicer house, more room for the kids. That's been taking up most of my time, but I'm back. More videos are going to start coming out. I'm working on a bunch of Auracast stuff. And Costco has a lot of big news, and that's what we're going to be covering today. So, to cut to the chase, they have 2 new hearing aids. They're available now. Now, I promise you, I will be going over the nitty-gritty, and we'll get to the details, full breakdown of both hearing aids. So the new Jabra Enhance Pro 30 is out today, the 6th. It is now available. I know GN released the Belltone Envision and the Resound Vivia a couple of months ago. So Costco's a little bit late, but that's pretty normal. They do usually wait a couple of months after the other brands release theirs. So it's out and it's awesome. And then another big one is the Sennheiser Sonite. I'm not sure if it's Sonite or Sonite, but there's only one N, so I would assume it's Sonite. Now, this Sennheiser Sonite, this is the really interesting one, and I've got a lot of details to give you guys. It should be available at all Costco locations. We just got it over in our location in Pennsylvania, and they were testing it out at a couple other locations before they did the full launch, and we just got the full launch. So it is available now. These both came out right around the same time. So I will also be doing a detailed breakdown of the Sennheiser. But let me give you guys a couple details so that you're not left wondering, what are these? So the Jabra Enhance Pro 30 is the newest Jabra hearing aid. It's the newest generation of GN hearing aids. So you've got the Belltone Envision, but that comes in 3 different flavors, the 6, the 9, and the 17. This is the 17 version, okay? 17 channels. It's the premium technology level. And then the Resound is the Resound Vivia, the 9 being the same as the Jabra Enhance Pro 30 and the Belltone Envision 17. The Vivia 9 is the 17 channel premium version, okay? And that's what you're getting with the Jabra Enhance Pro 30. So what's changed? Well, a lot of things. First of all, it's the first GN hearing aid that is using an AI-driven deep neural network. AI has been around for a long time, but the deep neural network has not. So this is a very sophisticated AI system that is basically designed to separate noise from speech and give you a clear speech signal. All right, so if you're in a noisy place, the AI is going to work out how to separate those two, filter out the background noise and give you clear speech. Now, I know this is something that all hearing aids have been trying to do for the last 20 years, but with artificial intelligence, it's able to do it a lot better, okay? And I don't want to give too much away, but I do want to tell you and get you guys excited. This thing sounds really good. I wore it at work, and also Johnny, remember, Johnny has a severe to profound loss in both ears. He's got some serious hearing loss, and he wanted me to tell you guys that he's tried the Sennheiser, he tried the Rexton Reach, he's already tried the Philips 9050. The other day, he tried the Enhance Pro 30 as soon as we got our samples, and he said this is the best noise reduction he's heard so far. In fact, he couldn't even tell the difference between this and his KS9. And again, we'll get into this a little bit more. But so far, and I listened to the Jabra Enhance Pro 30 myself. I wore it for a couple of hours towards the end of the day, and the noise reduction using the AI is phenomenal. It is really, really good. So we'll get into that more when I do the full review, the full breakdown, I promise you. It has dual processors, okay? So it's got 2 different processors. One handles just the deep neural network, the AI part of the hearing aid, and then the other processor handles your normal automatic mode 360 all around. Okay, so it's got 2 different processors, which is huge. And another cool thing I just tested and found out actually works, it's confirmed that it works, is the tap control for your Android phone. So you can now, at least with the S25 Plus, that's what I'm using, it's the latest generation, Samsung phone, you can actually receive a call, have your phone in your pocket, and just double tap the hearing aid on the Android system, guys, not the iPhone. Well, the iPhone works too, but you know what I'm saying. We've been waiting for this. They said it works on these models, but I have never got it to work until yesterday. So tap control with an Android actually works. That's awesome. And then you can also hang up the phone by pressing the hearing aid as well. Now, another thing, and I'm going to make a separate video on this. I'm going to show you guys how to do it. The Enhance Pro 20s, although it's one of my favorite hearing aids, it had a problem. I was going to try to report it to you guys earlier, but I've been moving and it's just been a nightmare. I've got a second job. It's been hectic and I'm still trying to find a balance. But long story short, the Enhance Pro 20, and if you have this issue, the microphone screens get all clogged up really easily. So they actually came out with an update. Again, full video on that coming. So this Enhance Pro 30 has the new upgraded design. So you know how your microphones get clogged up? It takes a while, but once it happens, it's just like having a dead hearing aid. You're not going to get any sound, or it's really muffled, but you can hear all the dings and the beeps really well, but you can't hear voices. You can't hear your surrounding sounds. Well, they've made a new housing. It's the top part of the hearing aid, and now the microphones have little filters, okay? It's like a wax filter, but it's for the microphone. That's the only hearing aid that we have out of these 4 brands that has replaceable microphone covers or filters. So that is awesome. It's going to increase the longevity of the hearing aid. You no longer have to send it in when the microphones get blocked up. So that's really great, and these Enhance Pro 30s have it as well. They're the same size. You're still going to have a battery option. So another thing that none of the other hearing aids have, you don't have to get the rechargeable version. You can get a battery, and it's a size 13. The hearing aid's much bigger, but there's some folks that just don't quite trust the rechargeable hearing aids. And another thing is it is $100 more. So these are going to be $16.99 in Pennsylvania and pretty much all the other Costco's. And I think California, it's either $50 or $100 more. I'll give you guys a solid answer when I do the full review. Really exciting stuff, guys. It looks exactly the same. You can't tell the difference between it and the Enhance Pro 20. It's still the smallest RIC out there, micro RIC or micro RIE, receiver in the ear, or RIC, receiver in the canal. This thing sounds freaking amazing, all right? It's going to probably give the Rexton Reach a run for its money, I'm telling you. And that's another thing. We now have 4 brands, okay? Philips, Rexton, Sennheiser, and Jabra. They're not getting rid of the Rexton. There was some rumors going around, and I don't know this for sure. They really keep us in the dark about all this stuff, but I don't think the Rexton's going anywhere. Thank God, because that is an amazing hearing aid. I love them all. All right, so the Sennheiser Sonite. What the heck is this thing? There's been a lot of conspiracies, a lot of rumors. What this is this is another hearing aid from Sonova, the manufacturer that makes phonak hearing aids. They have been a part of the Kirkland Signature series for a long time, the KS9, the KS10, the beloved KS10, and they're back. Costco stopped selling Sonova hearing aids for a minute, but they are back with Sennheiser. Sonova, I believe, acquired the consumer division of Sennheiser. And Sennheiser is a great company. They've made some amazing products. They still do. Now, what's the story on this? Well, long story short, let's start with the Kirkland Signature 10, or the KS10. It was a Sonova hearing aid, basically a phonak, and the KS10 was equivalent to the phonak audio paradise, okay? People loved the KS10, people still do, and they were an amazing hearing aid. They were only like $1,400. Costco used it as the Kirkland hearing aid, so everybody trusted it. It was great, but it had one fatal flaw, all kinds of charging issues. And we all know the story. If you don't know, check out my video. But it had so many charging issues, so many people bringing it back with these problems. It won't charge, it won't stay charged. It shows that it's charged, but it's really dead, or the light's red, it won't turn to green, but it's got a full battery, all kinds of stuff. And this happened to so many people that Costco decided, well, we can't sell this thing right now. It's got too many issues. Sonova, you guys got to get this fixed. We're going to have to pull it from the shelves temporarily until you guys get it fixed. Now, there was a bunch of conspiracies. I even thought that they had this big falling out. But what I think really happened is they had this like 10-year agreement, I believe, and they were at the end of that 10-year agreement, and they just didn't re-up. They didn't make another agreement. But the point is, Costco stopped selling Sonova hearing aids. They pulled all the phonak hearing aids. We didn't have anything that had to do with Sonova. I believe this happened around October 2022, and it was very bad timing because just a couple months prior to that, August 2022, Phonak released their new flagship hearing aid, their newest generation of hearing aid, the Phonak Audio Lumity, which I believe would have been the KS11 if, Costco and Sonova were still together. And that's what the Sennheiser Sonite is. It's basically the equivalent to the Phonak Audio Lumity. Now, obviously, since Costco wasn't working with Sonova anymore, we didn't have access to that Lumity. Now, what's the problem with all of this? Well, August 2024, just recently, Phonak released their new hearing aid, the Phonak Audio Infinio. So the Infinio is the latest generation Sonova hearing aid, and this is not. This is one generation behind. Now, I'm not saying this is a bad hearing aid. Please don't take that as what I'm trying to say. It's not. It's a great hearing aid. It's just not the latest. And this is, as far as I know, the first time Costco's offered a hearing aid for whatever particular brand that's not the latest generation, the latest technology. So kind of weird. I don't know what's going on here. That's one of the great things about Costco is they always have the latest tech. And not just the latest tech, it's always the premium technology level. Okay, the Enhanced Pro 30 is the latest generation GN hearing aid. The same as the Beltone Envision and the Resound Vivia. The Philips 9050, latest generation, latest technology, the equivalent to the Oticon Intent 1. The Rex and Reach, latest generation WS audiology hearing aid. Now, I will tell you, I've heard some really great things about this hearing aid. I actually just fit one the other day. I can't say any names, HIPAA, but basically the guy tried all four, the Enhanced Pro 30, the Sonite, the Rex and Reach, and the Philips 9050, and he just kept coming back to the Sonite. He loved it. He only has one working ear. The other ear's dead. There's no hearing left at all, so he absolutely must rely on his hearing aid to understand. And it's a severe loss. He demoed, again, all four hearing aids and he ended up choosing this. He said it was the most clear when I was talking. And this guy was walking all the way down the aisle, had me talking the whole time, and he said there's no doubt about it. So this is not a bad hearing aid. Please don't think that's what I'm saying. However, Johnny, my buddy, he's got a severe to profound loss, so he also has to rely on the hearing aid. And he wanted me to let you guys know that he didn't hear any difference between this and the KS9 that he currently owns. That is 2 generations ago. I don't know. You just have to come down, try them for yourself. I just want you guys to know what's really going on and what these hearing aids really are. That's the whole point of the channel, to inform you guys. Now, what is the latest generation Phonak hearing? The one that I was hoping that we would get, the Phonak Audio Infinio. Now, this thing, so far, all the news that I'm getting, it is amazing. So Sonova's doing the same thing all these other manufacturers are doing. They're hopping aboard the AI train and they're using the deep neural network. And again, what they're trying to accomplish is what they've been trying to do this whole time, separate background noise from speech. So the deep neural network is trained and it has learned through tons and tons of different sound samples that this is background noise, this is speech, this is what it sounds like together, and we want to take out the background noise and only give the consumer the speech. And from what I've read on forums, people's comments, emails, the hearing tracker forums, people are loving the Phonak Infinio. Basically, it has a program called Sphere Mode, okay? And that kicks in the deep neural network, the AI. And supposedly, from what I'm hearing from you guys out there, that it is the best so far in noise reduction. So if anybody from Sonova is watching this video, please send one my way. I would love to do a full breakdown, full review, and let people know how good this thing really is. But it's supposed to be great. The only drawback is it just drains the battery. Very high battery consumption when you're using Sphere Mode. Well, the nice thing about the Jabra is you can run that thing all day. You can stay in the DNN mode. It's called Intelligent Focus, and I can't wait to tell you guys about it, and you will have 20 plus hours. So really great stuff. So that's going to do it for the video, folks. I hope you guys are excited. Get down to Costco. Check out these hearing aids. The Jabra Enhance Pro 30 and the Sonite are the newest two. And I got to tell you, now's a great time to be a hearing aid user. All right, so get down and try them out. Let me know what you guys think. Report back. Leave comments. I've got a whole bunch of stuff I'm working on. Auracast. I just got my hands on the new Resound Vivia 9, so I'm going to be doing a full review on that. Going to be setting up a church with Auracast, step by step. Going to show you guys the whole process. I'm super excited. So if you guys have any questions, let me know. And I've got a lot of work to do. So be on the lookout for more videos and the full reviews of both of these guys. Thanks for watching. You guys have a great day.